On the outskirts of Rio de Janeiro, at the foot of the Two Brothers mountain, lies the popular favela Vidigal. The favela is located right next to South America's richest neighborhood Leblon and attracts many visitors because of its hike to the Two Brothers mountain, two of the most emblematic peaks of Rio de Janeiro that you can find in almost every picture of the famous beach Ipanema or in Rio's spectacular sunset. Favelas are often associated with poverty, crime, violence and drugs. In today's video we are hiking up the favela's popular mountain and exploring the favela to find out if the favela is as safe as the people claim it to be. We have just arrived in front of the favela Vidigal, which is the most touristic favela in Rio de Janeiro. I'm here with my friends Christoph from Germany and Evelyn from Belgium. Usually to go up there you take a motor taxi. There are like some guys waiting here, so we are going to do that and then I keep filming up there at the beginning of the trail. So let's go. Before we started the hike, we met some locals at the football court at the beginning of the trail. Vai jogar melhor assim, não?
Olha a pança. Com certeza. Olha a pança dele.
Ele se manteve em forma, né?
Forma de barriga. Vai, pula a cachaça.
We are just starting the hike and actually I wanted to film all the way up with the motorcycle, but the driver told me that it's not allowed and there are gangs and they really don't want to be on film. And since 2 years you have to pay entrance. It's like 10 reais, which is like $2, €2 to use the path, and for that money they take care of it. Another thing that is very interesting, the guy on the motorbike told me that 20% of the inhabitants of the favela are foreigners. He told me people from Portugal, Africa, USA. After about a 20-minute walk, we arrived at the first lookout point where we met what was probably the fastest talking salesman in the favela.
Água de coco?
Essa é a água de coco daí. O coco é 20, tem bebidas que tá 15 e outras estão 10. E outras estão 5. O preço varia. Todas elas geladas.
And of course the cost of living is much cheaper than in the city center. On areas like Copacabana and Ipanema, he told me that here you pay 800 reais rent for a house on top of the mountain with sea views. 800 reais are more or less 80 euros. It's not much, but you have to consider obviously people who live here that don't earn much. Location wise, here it's different. Like in Europe or in the US, usually the rich go up to the mountains with an amazing view. But here in Latin America, actually the poor people that can't afford to live in the center and close to all the important facilities, they go up to the mountain and then they have the great and amazing view. Just one advantage for them at least. Go, go. We just arrived on our second viewpoint on the way up to the Two Brothers. As you can see behind me, there's the Rocinha favela, which is the biggest one in whole South America, if I'm not wrong. This is actually a perfect example for the inequality in Brazil, where you have the favela directly next to the rich area, which is called São Conrado. Seeing so many small houses very close and on top of each other was a very humbling experience. Rocinha means little farm, and that is all there was at the beginning. The city Rio de Janeiro was growing very fast during the last decades, and many Brazilians started to urbanize the rural areas without any construction guidance on the hillsides at the edge of the city. This is how the favelas were created. While taking a little break, we met the cute inhabitants of the mountain.
This one looks like he's going to jump.
My little new friend is waiting if I get some food out of my bag. They're just around me here. Wildlife in Brazil is amazing. There are not only these little cute monkeys running around here on this hike on this mountain. There are big black birds. I don't know how they are called. I will look this up later. But look here, which one I have in front. Down here. There he is. I'm very close to the mountaintop. I'm already excited to get the views from up there. But yeah, it looks beautiful from above. I can't see it here because I'm surrounded by plants. A lot of greenery, monkeys, birds, butterflies. So we're almost at the top. The weather is changing very much. So you can see the clouds are getting in over the favela here, and on the mountaintop it should be all cloudy, so I don't know if you can see anything from the city, but let's just walk up there and we'll see. Luckily the clouds in Rio move very fast. Not much after, the sky was less cloudy and we could enjoy the views over the city on the peak of the Two Brothers mountain. Back at the football court at the beginning of the trail, we got to chat with some locals. Como se chama você? Washington. Sou o Patrick.
Prazer.
É?
Vocês moram aqui?
Criados aqui. A seleção da Alemanha.
Pai. Vai de Munique.
Mais ou menos Bayern Munich, sim.
Não tá muito bem, mas para hoje, vai embora. Tem que jogar, vai ter que jogar bem.
Washington.
Valeu.
Até a próxima, valeu. Then we went on to explore the favela. That's funny, we were just seeing a shower integrated in the tree.
You can stand here and probably someone activate the shower here. I get wet, but I will not do it right now because it's not a suitable moment.
Once you leave the path on the way back and the football court, you walk to the left up a hill where you can get to a bar. We're just on our way because we want to eat something, get some food. A little bit tired now, and maybe watch the football match there. We're walking down to the restaurant and there's a little party going on here.
Look at these nice graffitis here.
Throughout the favela we could find a lot of graffiti honoring former football players, about religion or the favela itself. We found a big group of locals at a bar celebrating a private barbecue party. After 1 hour of waiting, we finally got our food. We ordered a typical Brazilian dish: rice with chicken, beans and farofa. Then, surprisingly, we were stopped by a group of locals on our way back. Estamos na nossa casa. Now we got invited to this crazy bar here. He's the man. Você é o dono do bar?
O dono não é ele, eu sou o irmão dele, irmão dele.
Ele é o dono.
É irmão.
Obrigado pela convida. Basically invited us to stay here to watch the second half of Germany against Spain. We didn't see the first one because the food took so long. But now, yeah, we just stopped here and got invited to have some beers.
Fica à vontade aí. Senta aí, vem o jogo direitinho.
Como é?
Você tá no badalagem ou no hotel?
Qual é o seu... Você...
Ah, vai aqui? Ah, muito bom, muito bom.
Cheers!
So in the bar we just got invited to see the football match. I found this nice girl. What's her name?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Charlotte is from
Paris.
From Paris, from France, and she lives in the favela Vidigal. She's the first foreigner I meet who lives in this favela. Charlotte, since when are you living here?
I'm living here since 8 years.
Since 8 years already. And why did you choose to move to this favela?
I think it's just like lucky. I think I'm really lucky because I found this place. Like I was traveling in South America and I came here the first time and I fell in love with Vidigal, with the people, everybody here. I think that you can say that here everybody's really welcoming, everybody's nice, kindly.
Do you live here with your son?
With my son.
That's her son. What's his name?
Rafael.
Rafael.
My husband. Yeah?
Amazing. And if there's anything you would like people recommend people to do in Rio or to see in Vidigal,
I think that you need to come in Vidigal and you need to break the fear that the media gave to you. You know, this kind of thing that everybody's saying that favela is dangerous and you cannot come in favela, but you have to come in favela because here you can find the karaoke culture, the culture from Rio, the people from Rio. You can see the real Rio, yeah?
So the real Rio is here.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. So Germany and Spain ended in a draw, 1-1. How are we going to end the day? Are we going to the beach? Are we going to see the sunset? To the beach?
I want to see the sunset at the beach. And actually I wanted to go to the hippie market, but I guess...
I think it's a little bit late. It was already too late to see the sunset because we didn't get out of the favela before it got dark. While we were walking down to the beginning of the favela, the unexpected happened. We just had a little intense moment where we were seeing a few kids with the weapons walking up the streets. I don't know what they are doing. We just entered the supermarket and now we are walking down out of the favela. Although we had a tense moment at the end of the day, our overall experience of the favela was very positive. We felt very welcome and we were surprised by the friendliness and openness of the locals. It is a misconception that only dangerous gangsters live in a favela. There are educated people like you and me who can't afford to live in other areas or move to a favela for other reasons. Rio de Janeiro is an expensive city with unequal opportunities. And as a result, many people feel compelled to move to the outskirts.